Hey everyone, before I start the video, I just need to say something. And let me just say right off the bat, it is not good news. Most of you probably know, this is a follow-up to the previous anime in years video I did all the way back in 2020. This video will serve as the second entry in that series, as well as the final one. So yeah, this is painful to say, but the Anime in Years series will be ending here after just 2 episodes. And trust me, this is not just me being lazy, there's a real reason as to why I'm ending the series here. If you guys were following my Instagram last year, then you'd probably know I had some major problems with uploading the first video. The first time I had to upload it, it got blocked everywhere. I had to replace every anime scene or whatever I used in the video. I had to replace a bunch of the music, like maybe even more than half of it. And even then, it still took me like 5 times to actually successfully upload it. Even when I uploaded it, it was still it still had a copyright claim for the for one, but then also some of the stuff was still blocked. Like some of the stuff I still just couldn't upload. There was an entire segment of the video I cut out because there were just no footage I could find that wasn't copyright claimed. Even now, having not uploaded it yet, I'm still really nervous about it working because I don't want that same situation again. And not only that, after I ended up actually successfully uploading the video, it came out at extremely low quality, like 240p. Very bad, and I didn't want to try uploading it again. I was completely through that, and it was just an extremely stressful time too. I remember just wanting to quit YouTube the whole time I was doing it, and I'm glad I didn't. Quitting YouTube 2 times does not look good on your, there's no YouTuber resume, but it does not look good. I had quit YouTube once before in 2019. However, sadly, this is not the extent of why this is the last episode. There are, of course, problems with the video itself, which, yeah, I definitely covered already, but I also just kind of recently have given up on watching seasonal anime. It's not that I don't like anime anymore, I'm most likely going to keep watching anime for a while, but I'm in high school now, and it's really stressful to just keep up with everything that you're trying to keep up with, both outside of school and especially inside of school. So anime hasn't exactly been my top priority, let's just say that. Even some of the anime in this video have been hard for me to keep up with. And I had to do a lot of catching up. Like I could miss just a bunch of episodes that aired and I'd have to catch up. So yeah, in conclusion, just to sum it all up, I won't be doing this series anymore after this entry. If it ends up getting uploaded, I really hope it does. If you're looking at this now, then it's uploaded, which is good. So yeah, this will be the last episode because the first episode's production did not go very well, and because I'm no longer watching seasonal anime anymore because of being busy and just stressed in general. I'm extremely sorry about it, trust me, I really am. There have been so many of you sticking with my channel lately. I really love all of you guys for that. You've been a huge help towards supporting what I want to do in the future. But yeah, I feel bad because I know a lot of people were probably looking forward to this. There were, I think, over 100 views on the first video, which is a lot for my channel. So I feel like I let you guys down, and I'm sorry for that. However, since this will be the last episode of this very shortened series, let's go out with a bang. I'm guessing right now this will probably be a much shorter video than the last one, as I pretty much only watched anything that came out in the first half of this year before I completely gave up. So if this list is predominantly spring, winter and spring anime, then you'll know why. But without further ado, here are all the hot new anime I watched this year. You know, this year started out with a bang when one of the first things I'm talking about in this video is the epic finale-ish season of one of the most acclaimed anime series of all time. I'm of course talking about Attack on Titan, the final season. Like many anime fans, I was really nervous for this new season. The studio that made the first 3 seasons, well, 4 if you're one of the people who counts Season 3 Part 2 as an entirely separate season, was being replaced. This meant a new director, a new producer, and of course, a completely new animation. And who exactly was handling all of this new animation? Studio that made The God of High School, which was, really great. But when the season finally dropped, holy fucking shit, it was perfect. I honestly regret even being nervous for this season because it was everything I could have hoped for and more. It was a beyond perfect follow-up to the, 2 Season 3s we had, which seemingly were already unable to be topped. The new opening and ending themes, amazing. The plot and characters, superb. The animation, maybe extremely different from the ones we had in our first 3 seasons in terms of art, but this new animation kicks ass. This one scene, very good. I'll just, screenshot this. If you did not think Armin was hot before seeing this scene, please unsubscribe because he's always been hot and your opinion is wrong. Yes, that's right everyone, Studio Mappa has pulled the unthinkable and, created an anime with both good animation and a good plot. I guess there's a first time for everything. I won't spoil anything, and I won't talk for too long about this season, but all I can really say is that it was so amazing. I sure can't wait for the, actual final season coming out in a month, at the time this video will drop. No, seriously, why didn't they just call this Season 4 instead of scaring us into thinking they were compiling the rest of the plot into just 16 episodes? Okay, so like I was saying, Attack on Titan's new season was great. I mean, seriously, it's not often that FMAB gets topped on my anime list. But let's be honest here, it's nowhere as great as this next anime. EXA! Seriously, this anime was so fucking bad. I'm sure you've probably heard at least one other YouTuber you watch talk about this anime and how laughably horrible it is. In fact, you've probably heard most people express their opinions on most of the anime in this video. But, holy shit. It's gotten to the point where I can't even tell if this anime was created as a joke or not, because literally everything about it is horrible. The plot sucks, the characters suck, the music sucks. Like seriously, who even performed that opening? Every shitty pop-punk band from the early 2000s? But the art. Oh my god, the art. It just extra sucks. I'm surprised there wasn't a disclaimer before the anime started saying something like, this is a 6th grader's 3D animated school project, no criticism allowed. Why? Because that is what it looks like. But if there's one good thing about this anime, it's that it's fun to make fun of. So let's just do that instead of watch it. Before I stop talking about this anime for good, let me just say that it is pretty funny how we had both the new highest rated and new lowest rated anime in the same exact season. I told you guys it was a strange year. Phew, that was a long rant. Luckily, these next few anime I'll be talking about are all great ones. Horimiya is a romantic comedy anime, and you know what that means? More making my expectations for a real-life relationship completely unrealistic. This was honestly one of my favorite anime this season. It's just an all-around wholesome anime about cute couples doing cute things.
ごめんなさい、本当ごめんなさい。いや、そんな怒ってないし。それともこう、堀さんが暴力振るったら怒鳴った方がいい？いや、そんな。てめえ、これ京子。誰に向かって口聞いてんだ？いいかも。え？
Sometimes. Think Tonikawa, that one romantic comedy I covered in the last video, but with more couples.
誰に向かって口聞いてんだこのドアホが。いちいちなるなるしんだよ。黙ってろ。 Huh? 堀さん、俺もう嫌だからね。怒鳴るのはこれっきりで。堀さん、俺、わかんねえ。
She's literally me, guys. She's literally me. Anyways, like I was saying, I really loved this anime. The art was super pretty, the plot was great, all the couples and characters were amazing, and the opening and ending themes are just so great to vibe to. Also, Miyamura is canonically bi, which is actually super cool to see in anime. Wait a minute, does that mean I can relate to both of the main characters? I'm honestly thinking of rewatching and making a full video on this anime because I would really love to talk about it more. So, yeah, let me just end off by saying I'm really glad Miyamura is bi because I would totally let him hit. Anyways, that's enough about this wholesome anime, let's get violent again. This year, we had the second core of JUJUTSUkaisen air and it was just as great, if not better than the first one. We got to see so many parts that manga readers were excited about, like the Kyoto's sister school arc, that's a mouthful, and they definitely lived up to my expectations. Oh, and of course, Studio Mappa did a great job of perfectly handling the plot and animation. Wait, how did I forget that Mappa handled this series? I really should not have been nervous about the new Attack on Titan season. Anyways, I'm extremely tempted to say more about this anime, but in a similar vein to when I was talking about AOT's 4th season, I really just don't want to spoil anything for anyone in this video. But if there's one thing I really do want to say, it's that they made an already amazing OST 100 times better. Like, holy shit, it is good. If you want to hear me talk more about this anime, then check out the first Anime in Years video. It has the same name as this video, but with 2020 in the name instead of 2021. I can also link it in the description if you guys want. And, I want to be clear, only watch it if you really want to. I don't know if I will ever rewatch that video because I can seriously just not stand my old voice. Anyways, are you not convinced yet? I literally gave it the Anime of the Year award last year, and there were a lot of good anime last year. So, yeah, I think that should be enough convincing to check it out. Unless you don't trust my opinion, of course, which I completely understand. Now, let's stop looking at the popular mainstream anime for a second and take a look at a super underrated anime that aired in the winter season of this year. Kemono Jihen is an anime that's a bit like JUJUTSUkaisen in a way. It involves people being tasked to deal with supernatural creatures, but instead of high school students handling, it's a bunch of random kids working for a detective. However, aside from that, it's completely unique in its own right. This anime really reminds me of how great of a year this was for anime. Even underrated shows and underlooked ones like this one are not afraid to get emotional, dark, or even gory. Oh, and I'm not going to talk about the anime without mentioning the amazing art in it. Like, seriously, something about the style is just so cool. Like, yeah, the music and characters and stuff are great too, but the art! Anyways, the opening and ending themes are great, and oh yeah, the characters! First up, you have Kabane, this immortal kid who doesn't exactly understand basic human emotions, and he's really interesting. You also have Shiki, this spider magic guy, who acts like a prick but really cares about his friends. And then you have Akira, who,
Shoot, I forgot I can't make ice without water!
Well, he's strong on the inside. Sure, it's not like it's a completely perfect anime, but it's still super great and it's really entertaining too.
That old guy scares me! Joe, are you listening to me? I'm scared!
Don't worry, Bae, I'll protect you.
So dumb.
Alright, we have the new gay anime this season. Gay is, you guessed it, a skateboarding anime. Like JUJUTSUkaisen and Horimiya, this is an anime that really broke into the mainstream. The story itself is pretty simple. A high school boy who loves skating meets another high school boy who loves snowboarding, and the skater boy teaches the snowboarder boy how to skateboard, as well as get into a really shady illegal skateboarding competition. But, you know, they're the good guys, so don't worry. Together, all of them, except Adam because he's kind of the boss of the place and is also the main villain, do typical skateboarder things like practicing, racing, competing, avoiding the law, and doing cool tricks. Overall, I thought it was a decent anime. The animation is done by Studio Bones, one of my favorite animation studios, who are known for their work on
Let's do it.
Oh my god, can you guys stop being homosexual for 1 second? I'm trying to talk here.
Yeah.
Thank you. Anyways, like I was saying, they're best known for their work on Ouran High School Host Club, Fullmetal Alchemist, and Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, and my personal favorite anime ever, Soul Eater. They really put a lot of work into this animation, and I love it. But that's not the only good thing about this anime. The music is great, the characters, for the most part, are really awesome, and the story, although seemingly simple at first, is a really good one. The only complaint I really have about it is that I feel like, at times, it became less about skateboarding and more about weird skateboard magic shit. I don't really know exactly how to describe it, and I wouldn't know how to find a clip because it would be weird to look up, but it was strange to say the least. But if there's one thing this anime really does right, it's making you hate the main villain. Adam, the main villain, is a gross pedo who uses unnecessary violence to win. He's also the literal definition of creepy. I'd say he's almost as bad as Hisoka.
A great idea. I owe you one. Thank you, Kiriko.
Yeah, agreed. Moving on, we have an anime that was extremely overhated. More specifically, a sequel season of an acclaimed anime that was overhated. Yes, that's right everyone, I strongly believe that the Promised Neverland Season 2 was overhated. Okay, before you all come out to kill me, in my defense, I didn't read the manga, so I was going in completely blind. Well, actually, I read the first 3 volumes of the manga but then stopped, because my attention span is worse than my upload schedule. Anyways, in my opinion, this wasn't exactly the greatest sequel ever. Far from it, actually, but it was still really enjoyable, especially with those first 3 episodes. I will agree with the fandom when they say that the ending was extremely rushed, though, because it sucked. Oh boy, if you guys thought I was gonna get a lot of hate for that last one, this is gonna blow your mind. I did not like Wonder Egg Priority. Okay, just let me explain first. Oh, and also I'll be explaining the plot of this anime before I explain why I don't like it, so if you're sensitive to mentions of depression or suicide, then please skip to the timestamp displayed on screen. For those who don't know about this anime, think, fully coolly, but edgy. Like, very edgy, a lot edgier. The story is about a depressed girl named Ai whose only friend in school committed suicide. Yeah, it's intense. He finds this egg thingy while on a midnight stroll, is told to break it, and then a story involving a lot of weird alien characters and also characters that are introduced only to die meaningless deaths, and of course a lot more depression, suicide, and just death in general happens. Like you guys all expected. Okay, so now I'll talk about why I didn't like this anime. I was recommended it because I was told it was like fully cooly, so, well, perhaps I went into it with higher expectations than I should have, but still. The anime just felt weird for the sake of being weird, really. There's a major difference between something like this and, well, something like Fully Cooley. Fully Cooley was so amazing because it managed to tell a real story in between all of its craziness, whereas this is just all crazy. It's so nonsensical that it becomes less about the plot and more about those weird egg alien things or whatever. However, that wasn't even it. All of the mental health stuff felt extremely forced. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love awareness for this kind of thing implemented into shows, but here it just felt like the director was like, guys, there is depression and suicide in this anime. If you don't like it, you're a horrible person. And, that worked for most people. And I won't go into full detail about the plot as to not spoil it for anyone who may be interested, but I think I got up to maybe episode 6 before I just had to stop. I think the last straw for me was when that creepy teacher guy became relevant. And the last complaint I had was that at times it just felt like way too quiet. Like, not scary or suspenseful quiet, but like boring quiet. Anyways, luckily for you guys, that's all I can complain about regarding the plot without spoiling. As for everything else, not too bad. The art, for example, is amazing. Maybe I'm just a sucker for all things colorful, but something about the art style really gets me. The soundtrack was also okay. It wasn't bad, it just wasn't really memorable at all, and same with the opening and ending themes. I hate to compare this to Fully Cooley again, I'm sorry, but one of the other reasons why the anime was so great was because of the OST. It's been a while since I've watched it, should probably rewatch it again, but I still listen to the music from that soundtrack almost every day. God, I'm so obsessive over that anime, maybe I'll make a review on it or something. Anyways, in conclusion, I did not like Wonder Egg Priority.
I went to work and started living on my own.
Sorry, boss.
But that didn't go very well either.
Can't you do anything I tell you? I'm sorry, boss.
I just apologized.
I'm very sorry, sir.
Again, and again, and again. I was spending my life apologizing.
Man, I'm so glad we're getting Canadian representation in this anime. The spring anime category was just as amazing, if not better than the winter one. I'm assuming, because this is one of the only anime I watched during the spring. Tokyorevengers is yet another anime that took the world by storm, like jujutsukaisen, Horimiya, and Wonder Egg Priority before it. The story follows a man named Takemichi, who gains the ability to time travel. With this ability, he goes back in time to save his girlfriend from high school, who tragically died at the hands of a gang. This anime was so fucking good. It was honestly unreal how great it was. I'm honestly tempted to say this is in my top 10 anime now. With a lot of time travel anime, or shows and movies in general, there ends up being a lot of plot holes. However, with this anime, I couldn't find a single one. It's hard to talk about an anime like this without spoiling anything, so let me just say that it's a perfect combination of action, sci-fi, romance, drama, comedy, and teenagers that wear weird baggy pants. I don't know why they do that. I mean, I love this anime, but why were they why are they designed like that? Tokyorevengers is super good. Ignore the kind of weird art style and watch it. Oh, and the music is great too. And that's all the anime I watched this year. As you may have noticed while watching, I talked about sequel seasons this time, because I was afraid of the video being too short, which it was not. There are actually some sequel seasons I didn't actually watch yet, such as the new 7 Deadly Sins season. With most of the sequel seasons, I just didn't watch them because I kind of got lazy. Still need to watch them, My Hero Academia for example. But in the case of 7 Deadly Sins, I didn't watch that one because I was kind of nervous as to how good it would be. Fuck you, Studio Dean. But now it's time to give my final verdict for Anime of the Year. Last year, like I said earlier, I think, it was JUJUTSUkaisen. But this year, it'll be a completely different anime, obviously. And speaking of which, I won't be including sequel seasons in the verdict, because that would be unfair to new shows. So without further ado, the Anime of the Year award, my Anime of the Year award, goes to Tokyorevengers. I love this anime so fucking much. And it's honestly one of the best things I've watched in a while. I'm sure you've heard a bunch of other people saying that, but I wanted to say that, like with a lot of anime I covered. I don't need to refilm that was perfect. But I basically covered all I wanted to about the anime now, so I'll just leave you with this message. Watch it immediately. Anyways, I really do hope you guys all enjoyed the video. I put a lot of work into it. I hope it turns out well this time when I upload it. I'm nervous, but we got this. Again, I'm really sorry this is the last Anime in Years video. I really don't think I'll ever be continuing this series again. Maybe I'll do like a best anime sequels thing by the end of next year, but I might just stick to reviews, so I'm not totally sure. But yeah, I definitely don't think I'll be watching seasonal anime anymore. It's just become a lot. That doesn't mean I won't be making anime content anymore. If you want to see reviews, discussions, skits, and stuff about it, then subscribe for more if you want. So I just wanted to say I will be taking this month off. This will be uploaded on December 5th, so it'll be December at the time, meaning that month will be off for me. I won't be making a video this December. There won't be a video on January 5th. My next video will be February 5th. There isn't much else really left to say here, so happy last full video 2021, everyone. Have a great Christmas or whatever holiday you celebrate, and good New Year's. Sir, the god of high school bombed, and our boss is destroyed. Hello everybody, Disaster here, and I'm back with another video. Why am I almost bald? Hey everyone, thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like and subscribe for future content, and only if you want to. Don't want to force you at all. Oh, and also sharing with a friend would be great. I haven't been getting a lot of views lately on some of my full videos, so if you could share this channel or just this video, that's fine. With a friend, that would be great. I of course want to point out I do not know any of the anime or the clips of this anime used in the video. The credits are all either in this credit section, somewhere in the video, or in the description or pinned comment. So, once again, thank you for watching. You all have a good one. Oh, and there's a secret scene coming up, but it has spoilers for the first half of JUJUTSUkaisen, so be aware of that. I know someday you'll live a beautiful life. I know you'll be a star in somebody else's sky. Why did you have to die, Junpei? Ah! What? No, I'm gonna keep recording. No, I love this song. No, wait, shut up. I love this part.